If Jose Aldo is to fight TJ Dillashaw, and that's for anything less than a number one contendership, that would stun me. Not to mention, there could be revolving doors at the top. Peter Yan, who beat Jose Aldo, is no longer the champion. If Aljo remains champion, Aljo versus Aldo is a very different assessment than Aldo versus Yan. It's a totally different fight, which means there could be some new parity, and Jose Aldo just might have a championship run in his future.
Listen, I don't think it's out of the question. I'm with you. If you look at that top 5 or so in that particular weight class, I mean, it's pretty close, right? Like any of those guys, I think, can beat anyone on any given night. Now, the Dillashaw call-out, what do you make of that particular matchup?
I thought it was wonderful. I mean, again, I got to go back to the hunger of Jose Aldo, right? The guys that we used to celebrate, the true competitors who will walk through fire just to see a dream come true. That's what we've always wanted to see, but they're fewer and further between. When I'm seeing Jose Aldo trying to finish a fight in the third, to finish a fight over a top 10 fighter, this is unbelievable when Jose's already got 2 rounds banked. Then when I hear him call out TJ Dillashaw, former champion of the world, TJ Dillashaw is trying to win back a championship that he never lost. It was taken through him on paper, right? You remember with the test. So I only bring that because that's a top guy. Jose's trying to put himself in the hardest situations, get the biggest fights he can, whatever it takes to get the quickest path back to the winner of Aljo versus Pierre Young. It's very relevant when you speak to mindset. This is a hungry guy. He's out there pushing for 15 minutes. I have no question after what I saw that he could have pushed rounds 4 and 5. He could go into those championship rounds. Dillashaw likely is already in a good spot to be looking for a championship, but maybe not. Strange things happen. What if Yan beats Aljo? I mean, we're saying that those guys don't get to go to part 3. They're one apiece. You got to take the fights. You got to win what you can win when you can win it. And the fact that Aldo wants right back in there, man, this speaks volumes to me about his character.
All right, so should TJ take that fight? I mean, you see the tail of the tape here between these two guys. Should he take that fight? Because to your point, what if Yan wins, right? So should he take the Aldo fight right now?
I don't think that TJ should sit out. Now, don't forget he's dealing with a knee injury, and he's going to be on the shelf for about 6 months. So that time-wise and calendar-wise, just the logistics of it, may be just fine for Dillashaw to go in and use this number 1 contender card that he's currently holding. But if there is a delay, if there is a mix-up, somebody that's been out for 2 years like TJ, who's going to now miss another 6 months. Look, he's got a window like anybody else, and that thing's closing. You got to go out there and compete where you can compete. Don't forget, this is his job. This is his profession. So I don't know that the answer is totally clear on should TJ wait. That's a hard fight. He's not going to love if he gets offered that. Now, him accepting it and not loving it are 2 different things. There's a good chance that that fight happens. But first things first, TJ needs to give some concern and some rehabilitation to that right knee.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.